streaming on Twitch. Testing the audio. We're streaming
on Twitch.
Streaming. There we go. We have audio. We are good. And Dementia Radio now. And recording in 3, 2, 1.
Recorded live on DementiaRadio.org, it's the Funny Music Podcast. Brought to you by FuMP.com, where you can download new free comedy songs twice a week. Now, here's your hosts, Devo Spice and the great Luke Ski.
Welcome, everybody. This is Devo Spice. Luke Ski will probably not be joining us this week, so we're not going to wait for him. But we do have Insane Ian with us. Hello, Ian.
Hello, yes, I am here wearing a hat with my name on it.
Yay, I have those too. And we're here with Jeff Whitmire. Hey, Jeff.
Hello, everyone. I am not wearing a hat, but I am here.
I normally wear a hat, but I don't when I'm on the show because of headphones. But welcome to episode...
And I don't use headphones because I'm a dick.
Welcome to episode 683 of the Funny Music Podcast for Thursday, July 20th, 2023. The title of this week's episode is My Lucky Sofa, and your challenge is to work that into our conversations somehow. So, let's do this.
So, what you been up to, Devo?
Well, I got to play the jingle, you see.
Fine.
Let's get caught up with what Devo and Luke have been up to since last week. Or else Devo, if Luke bailed and didn't show up.
Hey, what?
No, he's right.
See, Luke didn't show up.
That other
so
case.
He didn't show up. Yeah, that worked out.
Yeah. It's the thing that the song just said.
Yep. So,
Leo meme.
my life has been trying to play catch up because the last couple of weeks of my life have been insane with acting between the 2020 shoot and my short film. And so this week I've been just trying to get caught up and mostly failing miserably. I am way behind on the FuMP Volume 99. So those of you who are awaiting your CDs, I am hopefully going to be able to finish them up this weekend. So they will go out either Saturday or more likely Monday. So they will be out soon. I was hoping to get it done for today so I could announce it in the news during the show, but yeah. So I submitted my short film to a couple of film festivals the other day. I'm going to keep looking and seeing if other places that I can submit it. And that's really about it. The rest of my life has been day job related, which nobody wants to hear about, not even me. So,
Do I have a credit on the short film?
Yes.
Do I have
Yes.
Do I? Oh, awesome.
Yes. You are the production assistant is what you are credited as.
Cool.
Time to put it all on IMDb.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's going on my IMDb page.
Do you have one?
I do actually for
Okay.
Zoom because of Salem and everything. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I still need to add that. I've never added a movie to IMDb, so I'm not sure what the process is. But
I can add it if you want to because I have an account to do so.
Okay. I have a pro account, but I don't know if there's any other
nice.
stipulations I need.
It walks you through it pretty easily.
Okay. Cool. So I will do that soon. I sent you the link, didn't I, Jeff?
You didn't? No.
I did
I've been
not.
watching.
All right.
No, you didn't. Yeah, that was,
I will do
I'm,
that.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm excited.
I would also like the link if
All
it's
right.
being passed around.
Yes, you know what? I will do that right now. Jeff and link and
Live linking.
All right. There. As soon as it makes its way through the wonders of the internet, you will have the link.
Sweet.
All right.
Sweet.
So that's it for my life. Ian, what have you been up to?
Lots of interesting things. So not this past week, but the week before, I went to Baltimore because my dad has been in the hospital for 2 months.
Yikes.
Almost 3 months now. He went in for surgery to remove a thing off of a heart valve. And after they did that, they were like, "Oh, you seem to have something else wrong. So let's put in a drainage tube and take care of that." And oh, and now it seems like you have something with your gallbladder. So let's put a drainage tube and take care of that. And thing after thing after thing keeps building up. He was supposed to go to rehab for PT and OT, and finally did, and then came out of that again because the kidney that he just had put in, because he was on dialysis for 4 years and got a new kidney last year. The new kidney had a kidney stone in it, apparently. And that was causing an infection. And so now he had to have a kidney stone operation Monday. Wow. And so he's been in and out of like different wings of Johns Hopkins for like almost 3 months at this point. So I had to go down and visit him because, he was being in the hospital feeling a little down. So I had to deal with that. And when I got back, Sarah, my wife, had to deal with a friend of hers being ill, and she had to go away to St. Louis for a week. So it's been us dealing with medical things with friends and family, and it's been super fun. And by fun, I mean gah.
Yeah.
But yeah. But on the upside of things, Dad is in good spirits for the most part. Seems to be doing moderately okay. He's just waiting. He just wants to get out of the hospital so that he can actually recover.
I can imagine. Yeah.
So we're hopeful that will happen hopefully soon. But in the meantime, I'm making videos and things like I always do, and trying to work on new music. Because there's a thing called FuMPFest coming up soon, and I'd like to have something for that, perhaps. I'm trying some new, shorter things, and we'll see what that is like. The song I posted is kind of a preview of that, maybe, perhaps.
Cool, and we will get to that. And I realized I screwed up. I should have asked Jeff first so we can go from you right into your song, but now I got to talk to Jeff. So, Jeff, what have you been up to?
That's fine. I can wait. It's cool.
He has to talk to Jeff.
Yes, I have to talk to Jeff.
You just have to. I'm hearing all. So.
Oh, this guy again.
I feel like it's deja vu. This whole
Yeah. The last time
like we
were
just
all
did.
Together on the show was all three of us. It was
right, just last month. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the same showing. It's like I timed it or something.
Yeah, I think. So I'm doing good. I finished an album, so that's cool.
Yay!
Yay!
I listened to the whole thing last night, all 77 minutes of it, and I heard like 3 minor things. So I sent out my frantic Austin help. So just like 3 little things to fix, but yeah, it's pretty much done.
I like that you subscribe to the Luke Ski's school of filling an album. Hey, CDs hold 80 minutes,
and that was with cutting
all
things.
80 minutes filled.
That was with cutting things too. I was like,
yeah, so was Luke.
Yeah, always is with Luke.
So I'm already talking to Two Sleeps. I'm like, all right, so about the next album, so because we've got like 11 tracks already, so. But yeah, 77 minutes, Stabby Road. It's been kind of my baby for 2 years with a lot of crazy life things, but it's done, and I can't wait to get it out there. I have set pretty much a release date of September 1st on that. I started the pre-order, and it's doing pretty well. I do think if I can get the CDs made and get it out to everyone, I might bump up the release date a little bit if I can. But yeah, September 1st is definitely the max date for it. So
is that a Bandcamp Friday?
Ooh, I didn't check that. That's a good point.
I think that might be a Bandcamp Friday.
I think it might be a Bandcamp Friday. That's perfect, actually. But yeah, it'll be ready to bring to FuMPFest. So I'll be performing songs off it and be able to sell the album. So yeah, I'm excited. It sounds really, really good. I'm proud of it.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear it too. And yes, it is. In fact, September 1st is a Bandcamp Friday.
Sweet.
Nice.
See, that worked out perfect. I should I'll keep it there. So, but yeah, other than that, just working on some other things, working on some other side projects, and planning out the next horror album, which is going to be called Direct to Video, because it's going to include like VHS and You're Gonna Float, the song with Devo. And I'm also working on an album of original music, which is a little more serious and everything. But
okay.
which I'm going to be doing that with Fifth Sister. We talked about that like 2 years ago, a year or two ago, and I said I really want to do some original stuff just to get that out. And they were like, yeah. They listened to it and they said, yeah, we got to do this. So yeah, 2 more albums in the works. But yeah, Stabby Road's done and the big thing right now. So, but other than that, just life stuff going on.
Excellent. Okay.
I'm a little upset that the follow-up to Stabby Road is not Let It Bleed.
It was going to be called Let It Bleed. That was my plan, but I felt that was kind of like Stabby Road became Stabby Road because of the ending, and I can pretty much say it now. I was keeping it a secret, but Stabby Road ends with a 17-minute medley of the Abbey Road medley on Abbey Road. When we were talking about it, when the name Stabby Road kind of came up and everything, Austin was the one who said, you don't have a Beatles parody on here or anything, and I'm like, maybe I'll do like Days Turned a Week or something for 28 Days Later or something. And he's like, that seems kind of that seems lazy. Because he was like, that's a throw. He's like, I think we should do the 16-minute medley, the medley at the end of Abbey Road. And I'm like, the whole thing? He's like, yeah. And I reached out to Sea Monkey and I'm like, help. Literally help, Beatles. But I said, yeah.
I love how Austin's making more work for you on your album,
And I'm glad he did, because look, like in hindsight, that medley is one of my favorite things I've ever done, and I really can't wait for people to hear it. It's basically Sea Monkey and I played Lennon and McCartney the whole time, and Ian's actually got some backing vocals on that one, a whole bunch of comedy
which
music.
I completely forgot that I recorded.
Which he totally forgot he did. But yeah, it came out really epic, and I really can't wait for people. I want to do a video for it because I'm insane, but no, you're insane. I'm crazy, but
it's fine. It's occupational hazard, I get it.
Yeah, I want to do a video for it, though, because I think my wife's like, who's going to listen to a 17-minute song? And I'm like, horror comedy people.
Comedy music fans are going to listen.
Right, they'll listen. I think they'll listen to it. I think they'll buy in. I think they'll be on board. So
nice. All right. So Ian,
I actually thought of something else to add to the what have you been up to. My YouTube channel just hit 20,000 subscribers.
All right, congratulations!
Woo! Thank you. And to celebrate that, I think next week or so, next weekend, I'm probably going to do a live stream on my channel to celebrate 20,000 subscribers. I'm already at 20,001 and almost 200 now.
Nice.
Actually, I just hit 20,200.
All right.
Wow.
So
you can't see on this.
Nope.
Nope.
It's a blur.
It's all a blur, but it's there. I swear it is. 2200. So neat. Yes. Anyway, you were going to say, Devo. Sorry.
I was going to say you're almost 20,000 subscribers more than me. So that's
same here.
And you've got the mutant family.
Yeah.
Going on.
Yeah, but they're mostly Twitter. It's like a Twitter thing. Like Twitter and YouTube have never quite combined for me. Like, my YouTube is still like I think my YouTube subscriber count right now is 666. But
hey, well, if there was ever a number for you, that's it.
Right.
It almost seems like a shame to not, to screw that up. It's
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me, "Well, I'm not subscribing now."
Yeah.
But yeah, the mutant fam is pretty much. It's like getting people to go from Twitter to YouTube. I find is a trick. I guess a lot of musicians do. I find that tricky. It's like a tricky balance. Like, and I don't help it because I drop songs right to my timeline anyway.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help, and it's right there where you can just pull it up and look at it. So
I think it's amazing that I have this many subscribers, and I can almost guarantee you that at least 20,000 out of the 20,200 don't listen to my music.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm thankful for all of them anyway.
Yeah.
So,
give us a quick intro to your song, and we will give it a listen.
Okay, so 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I had a Kickstarter for a album idea that I had, and one of the rewards for the higher dollar thing was to have me write a song about somebody. And Mad Mike Buechler contributed to that thing, and instead of me doing a song about him, he said he wanted another song for his Groundhog Cow epic. So that became this thing, how you can solve any problem with a banjo, and thus Solution Banjo was born.
Here it is, Solution Banjo by Insane Ian.
On a farm, got plenty of things to do, won't bring anybody harm, but if you're ever stuck, this will work just like a charm, as long as it's your things within the reaching of your arm. See, I have found a tool that'll solve any problem, even if it doesn't make sense, it'll solve them. Just pick it up and your worries will dissolve then, kinda like a Swiss Army knife, but with one end. Gotta chop some wood?
Use a banjo.
Picking apples good?
With a banjo.
Need to shave a sheep?
Use a banjo.
Can't get to sleep?
Use a banjo.
For everything that you need to accomplish, well, I have got a tool that'll keep your work honest. Just when you think you can't conquer your workflow, if you've got a problem, the solution is banjo. Time to milk the udders?
Use a banjo.
Time to churn the butter?
Use a banjo.
Don't know where your axe is?
Use a banjo.
Gotta do your taxes?
Use a banjo.
For home security?
Use a banjo.
As a form of currency?
Use a banjo.
When your field needs a plow?
Use a banjo.
Against a groundhog cow?
Use a motherfucking banjo.
For everything that you need to accomplish, this feather plucking banjo will get you through your job quick. If you've got a problem, well, this banjo will solve it. Now check out this hook while the banjo revolves it.
Yeah.
Yay. So is that Mike playing banjo on that song?
No.
Oh.
No, it is not. No, no, this was done without him playing banjo. I did the music on this myself. Actually, all 4 songs. Well, no, 2 of the 4 songs that are the Kickstarter backer songs on Smarm Proof Lobster Cabinet, I did the music myself using loops, using the Magic's Music Maker program that I use. It had a banjo thing, and I just looped that and used it, and I threw in a reference to Vanilla Ice for some reason at the end there.
I enjoyed that.
And
that line made me lose it. I love it.
And I also threw in a reference to the presidents of the United States of America because
of
I
course.
always do that anyway. As with feather plucking, because I was like, hey, I want to say MF and banjo, but probably shouldn't, so I'll say feather plucking instead. Which is a song off their first album. But yeah, no, that it was I decided to sit down on my lucky sofa and write out the song, and it came out pretty easy and quick.
Yeah, the reason I asked is because when I did my Groundhog Cow song for Mike, he played a bunch of banjo for me, and then I took it and found a chunk of it and looped it, and then put a beat behind it, and that's how that music came about. So I was wondering if he did the same thing with your song, but I guess not.
He didn't offer to, and I didn't think to ask him to. I was like, I'm writing a song for you, so why would that doesn't. It didn't make sense in my head at the time. Like, why would I ask you to contribute to the song I'm making for you? What?
Well, he does play banjo, so
I mean, obviously that's why he requested it. He likes banjo a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like to an incredible degree, he's into this whole banjo Groundhog Cow thing.
Which apparently now the Groundhog Cow saga is complete.
Oh, really?
And there will be apparently this is going to wind up on a thing with all the other Groundhog Cow songs. So I don't know when that will be or when. I don't know when or when. I'm good with words today. It's fun. I don't know when it will be, but he did mention that this completes the saga. And sorry for holding everybody up for 10 years. I swear the next Kickstarter, Indiegogo, whatever thing I happen to do will be a lot faster than this one. I went through a lot of things when I did that Kickstarter.
I know all about that. Yes.
Yes.
Still got a video game to finish.
Yeah, that Kickstarter that Kickstarter was 2013. I was working on that album, and then another album came through, and I did Internet Famous in the middle of that because when I had the idea to do reviewsicles. This was for the reviewsicles album where I was reviewing video games with comedy songs. I lost all my credentials to the video game companies that were sending me free games. So I had, like, all the resources I had went away. And so I wasn't getting, like, games to review and stuff. So I was getting, like, piecemeal things here and there to do. And so I worked on another album in the middle of it. And then I went through a divorce and moved and lost jobs and lost people and lost a lot of things. So things kept getting pushed back. And Reviewsicles finally finished a couple of years ago, and I released that at MarsCon a couple of years ago. And then I finally finished these songs for this because I was like, I have these things, and I had like instrumentals that I had gotten for other songs that I just like never recorded, but I had written and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I just need to finish all of these at once. I owed 4 songs. I got all 4 songs done. I released them to the people who backed them before I even put the album out, like a couple of months before it too. So when I finally put them on Smart Proof Lobster Cabinet, because it is a B-side collection, I was able to put them on there. So
yeah. So you're done with the Kickstarter rewards now, right? This is it?
Yes. Other than I think maybe there's some that need to be mailed. I brought a bunch of them with me to MarsCon, and I know that wasn't everybody. And honestly, I did that really dumb because I didn't like keep a list of who accepted them. I just brought them with sticky notes with their name on it and just handed it to the people who I knew were there. And then I forgot to keep a list of who I gave them to because I'm an idiot. And so if people wanted a physical copy and hadn't gotten one, I have to email them all again. But at this point, they've gotten the digital. They've gotten everything else. If they really wanted it by now after 10 frickin' years, they probably would have said something by now.
Yeah, I think so.
But I have them if they want them. So, meh.
I'm not sure. Do I have a physical copy of that one?
You should.
I should.
Because I'm pretty sure
I normally do. I normally go for the CDs because I like physical things.
Me too. I do the same thing whenever I back a Kickstarter. And if you don't have one, I have one for you. So
I'm pretty sure I do. So my allergies are acting up all of a sudden. Like all of a sudden. I don't know what
you know how you can solve that? Use a banjo.
Yes. That would work. I actually can get a banjo too because Connor has a banjo.
If you want to clear your sinus, use a banjo.
Use a banjo.
If you want to scratch your ass, use the finger picks. They work great.
Yes, absolutely. No, those things are like mini Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, little Freddy trainers.
When I passed the lyrics along of this to my producer Ben for him to mix and master it, I passed him the music and the vocals and everything, and I was like, so I always ask him, I'm like, so what do you think of the song? And he goes, it's very achievement unlocked. It's the whole call and response thing that I did with achievement unlocked, but just use a banjo instead of achievement unlocked. I was like, oh, I already wrote this song. Shit.
It happens. We all do it.
It's okay to plagiarize yourself. That's allowed.
At least, yeah. But I performed this and the other song that I did the music for Mark Berger, cat photographer, at MarsCon this year, and they both went over really well, which made me really happy. They're both about 1 minute and 20, which is a little over what I'm trying to write now. I'm trying to write exactly maybe 1 minute songs or shorter. Nothing to the length of the shortest song or the second shortest song, which I did goddamn almost 15 years ago now. But at least within the 1 minute time frame, because TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Trying to write things for YouTube Shorts and TikTok being at 1 minute. I'm basically trying to unlock some new comedy skills to get like as much joke per capita in a 1 minute spans on the new things that I'm working on.
Cool. That sounds like a neat idea.
Should be fun. I haven't decided what I'm calling the album that I'm releasing on. If I decide to put them all on an album, they may just exist as singles and that's it.
Yeah.
But, we'll see how it goes. I do have a song that I'm trying to get done. Actually, I have 2 songs that I'm trying to get done for August 4th because that's the next Bandcamp Friday. And also August 4th is when the Meg 2 comes out. And I know this is going to lead into what Jeff is talking about.
Total lead in, I like it.
But I have a song that is hopefully going to fit in with that I want to get out by then because that's when that movie releases. I will give you a hint. It has nothing to do with sharks. It has to do with the star of the Meg 2.
Statham.
Yes. We're working on something with that. Hopefully I'll get it done. And the other thing I'm working on is that damn BioShock EP that I still need to finish. I was trying to get it done by... See, I moved, and all my notes for the other songs are packed in a box somewhere.
Yes.
And I need to find them so I can finish these goddamn songs.
I know all about that, too. We still have boxes from when we moved into this house that are packed somewhere.
We'll get them done eventually. Like my office is basically unpacked, but there's a ton of stuff downstairs in the basement because the basement's not finished yet.
Yeah,
that are still all packed away that I need to sift through and whatnot.
For about 3 years after we moved, we had what was called the box, and anything we couldn't find, we just assumed was in this box. We moved about 3 years. Well, it's going on 4 or 5 years now. But anytime my wife and I couldn't find anything, we said it must be in the box. And where's those contacts in the box? Where's that book in the box? I think about 6 months ago we were cleaning the basement, and we found the literal box, and we opened it, and all those things were in there. So the box actually did it. We're open it up.
It was a self-fulfilling prophecy,
right? Yeah. So the box was a thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So, now that I'm a big acting star, I just want to talk to you about your acting career.
Yes, please. Of course.
So how's the acting going? What have you been doing?
Considering there's a strike going on, there's not a lot of things happening
That's
right
true,
here.
Yes.
In Chicago.
You're SAG, right?
I am not SAG.
Oh, you're not SAG.
I want to be SAG, but if I was SAG, I would have possibly done voices for Kyle by this point. But I'm not SAG. I would like to be, but it's not yet. But there are commercials that are filming around here. I just updated my acting reel about a month or so ago. And if you would like to see it, it is at youtube.com/insaneian among my videos. It is about 1:20. I was told you're supposed to keep it at a minute. And then I saw something else that says anywhere between 1 minute and 3 minutes. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a weird stretch of time. So I'll keep it roughly a minute. And this has the most recent thing I shot on it, which is where I play a drug dealer in a movie that I shot last year. That movie itself is not getting released. So the director was very kind to pass the footage along to all the people who participated in it, which is very nice. And so I got to put that on my reel because it was a really cool scene. And I had to kind of shorten that scene too, because my scene itself is already like a minute. That whole scene. So I had to kind of trim it down to put the best part of it in the reel, which was
I have to do the same thing. I just got my footage for one of my acting classes ended with us filming therapy scenes, and mine came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it, and I need to chop it out of the whole full length movie and put it in my reel, but I'm going to cut it down to just the best minute and put that up.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm waiting for a couple of things that I did over this year and the previous year to finally get released. I'm technically not supposed to mention that I filmed on them, but
yeah, but we don't know what they are.
I can say now that it's out, I did 5 days on The Bear season 2.
Oh, cool.
However,
cool.
However, you will not see me in it because I did 5 days on The Bear and they used me for exactly 0 of them. So they paid me. There was a table of 6 of us that didn't get pulled on even onto set. That we just sat around and waited for 5 days. They paid us for 5 days, didn't use us. At least I still got paid, which is cool.
Yeah.
Not complaining about that, but I'm one of these people who's like, I'm an actor. I'd like to work, but what is what it is. So I got to see the set in passing. They called me in as a stand-in really quick, and as soon as they called me in, they moved me out. So I was like, I got to see the set at least. It was neat, but but there's a couple things coming to Apple Plus. And there's a movie that still hasn't gotten a release date yet, and a couple other handful of things. So there's a lot of things that have been renewed that I did previously. Somebody Somewhere, that HBO show, it has got renewed for a third season. I'm in the first season. You can very clearly see me in the first season, and hopefully I'll get called again for season 3. I'm trying to get my reel out there to a couple agencies that are here in Chicago, but again, with the strike, yeah. So, but like I said, they are doing commercials and stuff. I did an audition for a commercial right when I got back from Baltimore. Like the day I got back, I'm like, I have to send this off. And also, I still do voice work. I have a voice work agency here in Chicago that sends me gigs and stuff, or auditions at least. And I did one of those at Ben's studio while I was in Baltimore.
Nice. Yeah, it's always funny how those things happen, like when you're out of town and don't have your good equipment with you, and then you're building the pillow fort in the hotel and trying to make it sound good.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like if I could have filmed, I couldn't even see the audition very well on my phone for the tape, the self-tape. So I had to wait till I got to back here in Chicago to film that, and I filmed that and sent it off. And I've heard nothing, so it's fine.
Yeah.
That's the life of the actor. Hooray, constant rejection.
Yep.
But,
good times. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, after 35 years of doing this, I'm used to it.
Cool. So do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Of course I do. If you like this hat and many other things like it, you can go to insaneian.myspreadshop.com to get hats and t-shirts and hoodies and all sorts of other body-covering accoutrements that have my name or logo plastered on it. I've got a couple new logos that I'm going to be putting up on the store very soon. Also, of course, if you like my music and videos and want to hear me yammering on about other comedy music, you can go check out youtube.com/insaneian, where I do a comedy musician reacts every week. This week, I'm reacting to the brand new Jazz Emu song. And, of course, if you really want to support me and the channel and my music and get all of that stuff early, that's patreon.com/insaneian. And, of course, everything else is at insaneian.bandcamp.com.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Let's do some news.
This is the FuMP.
I'm the roughest, toughest, grumpinest, and when the dang bong ear galoot acts up, I've had enough of this bladder splatting, razor tat, hat, and all that. And my red mustache and beard all of this gruffiness. I reckon y'all better keep back, cause I'm playing.
It's candid camera, let's scream and smile. You see it all on VHS. Aliens have landed, and they're a little hostile. You see it all on VHS.
Need all of my hostess cakes, them Twinkies, ding dong zebras. These ho-hos only like me for one reason, and that's because
I got snacks, Reese's Pieces.
That's the Funny Music Project at thefump.com. TheFUMP.com.
Feel like I'm gonna puke cause the timeline is screwed. Do I fix all this now or wait till season 2? There's a hell of a ride, but the purpose is glorious.
Multiverse. Fight.
Time for funny music news. Something, something, something.
I like how the promo includes both of you guys. Actually, all three of us.
And you. I was going to say it.
Yeah, I was going to say, and
right
you,
there.
too. So it's just
cool.
us.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. The Suffolk and Goode players are going to be doing a live stream on Saturday, July 29th. This is for the My Friend Lisa podcast. It'll be taking place at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Live from Ashland, Virginia. There will be a ticket page available soon at freejambalaya.com.
Excellent.
And the only other bit of news I have is that Jeff Whitmire has announced the release of Stabby Road, which will be coming out on September 1st. You can pre-order now. Tell us more, Jeff.
Yes, you can pre-order the album on vinyl or not vinyl. Oh, I wish. CD or digital on my Bandcamp page, which is jeffwhitmire.bandcamp.com. Like we said before, it is 77 minutes. It's packed full of horror songs, professionally produced, and sounds really awesome. So if you like horror and comedy, please hop over and pre-order.
All right. And that's all the news I got, unless you guys got anything else before tour dates.
I just know that at the They Might Be Giants and Sparks show at the Hollywood Bowl, there was a lot of FuMP artists and Weird Al.
I saw that, yeah. Kyle posted a picture.
Kyle and Lindsay and Ilnage and his wife Erica.
Austin was there.
Austin was there. Trevor Walls, who was just on the FuMP with Frogs, was there. And Weird Al was down in front. Trevor Walls was apparently dancing so much at the They Might Be Giants concert up in the cheap seats that they saw him and they moved him down to the box seats right behind Weird Al.
Nice. See, it pays to dance like an idiot.
Yeah. At least in one of those shows.
All right, tour dates.
Oh, I have some news, by
Go
the way.
ahead.
I just thought of it actually, mentioning Two Sleeps earlier. Two Sleeps announced that he's doing a live stream on Sunday. I believe it's 2 p.m. Central. If you want to go to his Twitter page, but he's going to be doing a live stream of covers and some fun things on Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that on
pretty
Instagram
cool,
too. Yeah.
Yep.
We mentioned that last week, and I have it in the tour dates I'm about to read.
Okay,
so.
cool.
No, you're good. We can never plug him too much. He says 2:30. He's in the chat. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On Sundays in Nashville, Tennessee, Steve Goode hosting at the Bluebird. On Mondays online, Steve Goode and Brad Tassel at virtualcomedyshow.com. On the 23rd online, Two Sleeps. On the 25th online, Carla Ulbrich. On the 26th in Awandaw, South Carolina, Carla Ulbrich. On the 29th in Morro Bay, California, Phil Johnson and Roadside Attraction. And on the 30th in Los Osos, California, Phil Johnson and Roadside Attraction. What the hell does Osos mean?
Woo!
Los Osos?
Woo!
Is that a real...
Yeah,
Or is that a
Los
typo?
Osos. Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
The Osos.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Spanish for the Bears. Okay. It's spelled wrong in the tour dates, but that's okay. All right. Birthdays. Coming up on the 25th, we have two. We have Austin Ash and Chris Waffle both celebrating on the 25th. Happy birthday, folks. And also the 25th is my friend Mer Lafferty's birthday. So happy birthday, Mer. I don't know if she watches or listens to this show, but if she does, hi. All right. Jeff.
Hi.
You posted a song.
I did.
Give us a quick intro. We'll give it a listen. I'll play the video for the people
sure.
watching
I
live.
kind of have, I kind of have a reputation on Twitter for maybe kind of being obsessed with crazy shark movies. I absolutely love shark movies, from the greats to Jaws to the crazy ones like Ozark sharks and snow sharks. And one day I kind of got this idea that if I was going to make a horror movie album, I had to have a shark song on there, and I didn't know which one to write it about. So I just figured I would write it about all of them.
All right.
And so I put together my Ode the Shark movie song, which is a parody of We Didn't Start the Fire.
Here it is.
Going for a swim today, chomp chomp and now you're prey. Just keep swimming, open water, try to stay afloat. Watch him get ignited when he tries to bite it. Sharks in snow by happenstance, bursting from an avalanche. Hungry fella in a cellar, trailer park shock. Shark freaks, binging streak, just give us a whole week. Shark swarm, cruel jaws, mega shark be croc. Indeed, we need 20 more with terror read. Bull shark blocking with a dam, Mississippi to Japan. Robo shark unrest, hammerhead with Dog West. H2H, all the rage, one with Nicholas Uncage. We all have shark desire. Now we got a yearning, get the chum a churning. We all have shark desire. First you see a dorsal, then you're just a morsel. Clear the docks, watch your back, you're in for a shark attack. Nazis, zombies ride on fishies through the sky. Pray that they get lockjaw, kill them with the chainsaw. Ain't safe to go outside, go shark on a slip and slide. Do, now they're going lunar. Shark insult massacre, maritime gallows, not safe in the shallows. You think maybe we wouldn't fuck with their chemistry? We just shark and mango, here comes a sharknado. We all have shark desire. Now we got a yearning, get the chum a turning. We all have shark desire. 47 meters, meet some bottom feeders. Every day fins win, now's the night for their kin. Wreck, win, just swim, may just lose a few limbs. Everywhere Sharkmania, even Transylvania. Kintner, Trip Pan, house shark eats from the can. Spring break, shark attack, Samuel L's a sharky stack. So it goes, we're all hoes, should've kept the beaches closed. We all have shark desire. Now we got a yearning, get the chum a turning. We all have shark desire. Oh well, here's the swimming with bow-legged women. Down the whole shark huntress, ooh, I swim through shark to piss. 2 heads, 3 heads, wait, hold up, 5 heads. Roaring shark with psychic mind, space sharks of the third kind. Drinking from the studio, oil rig and Coolio. Noah's shark was petrified, Santa Jaws is bleach tide. Jaws 19, deep blue sea, break glass in 3D. Shark attack from Malibu, baby shark do. Shark invades a grocery store, striping choppers from the core. We all have shark desire. Now we got a yearning, get the chum a churning. We all have shark desire. Cue that theme by John as they're swimming on and on and on and on and on and on and on. We all have shark desire. Now we got a yearning, get the chum a churning. We all have shark desire. Now we got a yearning, get the chum a churning. We all have shark desire. Now we got a yearning, get the chum a churning. We all have shark desire. Now we got a yearning, get the chum a churning. We all have shark desire.
I love the do at the end.
That was like a weird little. Two Sleeps knows that sometimes my brain will just do that, because when we did Demogorgon, the same thing happened where I was like, oh, let's throw in Neverending Story and see what happens. And when I was going through the song this time, I just started going, something else needs to be here, and I started going do, and I was like, yeah, all right, I like that. Let's harmonize it. Let's add another 3 layers.
Sure. Let's make it far more complicated.
Let's
than it
add more
needs to be.
production to the ad lib.
So did the parody idea come first, or did you decide you wanted to do a song about sharks and then like decide that We Didn't Start the Fire would be a good fit?
I knew that I didn't want to settle on just for Stabby Road. I knew there had to be a shark song. I knew that I didn't want to do just one. Like, I didn't want to just do Jaws or Deep Blue Sea or Bait or something like that. I wanted to do them all, and I figure if I'm going to do them all, I need a list song. And I've done stuff to We Didn't Start the Fire before in the past, to weird things. I'm like, yeah, but I feel like that would really work for this one. So I started jotting down some ideas, and I sat down one day and I wrote down every shark song I could think of. So the idea came, and then I decided to do it to We Didn't Start the Fire, because I really thought it had to be a list song for this one.
So you have like 87 movies listed in this video.
93, actually.
93, okay. Have you seen all 93 of them?
Yeah, I've seen all 93 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. And I actually missed a few, but yes, I've seen all 93 of them.
This does not surprise me in the least,
Nope.
knowing what a big shark
And actually, I think it was at 92, and then I watched Black Demon with my daughter a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, there was a cool scene in there. I'm going to add that to the video. So
there's a sentence. I watched Black Demon with my daughter.
we have a weird household over here. Actually, I tried to get my daughter to watch Train to Busan today again because she watched it because it's the anniversary, and she's like, no, I'm not crying today. But
yeah, it's weird. People cry at a zombie movie, but damn, it's a good film.
Yeah, it is.
There is a Train to Busan song on Stabby Road too. There had to be.
Of course there is.
It's my favorite movie. It's my favorite movie. So yeah.
So a lot of these movies I've never heard of, which is weird for me. A lot of them I've seen, but
some of them are extremely obscure. I will admit that some, like Snow Shark, is a very, very, very low independent one.
Snow Shark was one of the ones I was going to ask you about. But you mentioned bad CGI sharks. Is there a movie called Bad CGI Sharks, or were you just general?
There is.
I actually have. I wish I would have brought it. I have 3 signed posters from the guys that made it. Jason and Matt and Mateo. Bad CGI Sharks is a movie I highly recommend to anyone who makes art.
Okay.
If you're a musician, an actor, a filmmaker, it's a fantastic movie. It's not. It sounds like it's gonna be like a shark film, like a bad CGI shark film. It's actually not. It's a very meta film about these guys that had this idea to make a shark film called Sharks on Land when they were kids. They got older, and the one kind of said, "Oh, wait, well, we can't do art all our lives because it doesn't make money." And the one's convinced, and the other brother's convinced, no, we can still do this. We got to make this. It's a really inspiring film. I tell them all the time, the guys that made that they're the reason I still do music, because I hit some slumps during the pandemic. Both when I did the Zoom song, and where I just keep saying, I spend so much money doing this and all these late nights and everything. Is it worth it? And I love doing it. And then I watched that movie, and I'm like, absolutely, it's worth doing it. It's definitely like I recommend it to everybody.
So that just moved way up on my list of things to
it's
watch.
a very very funny movie, very meta movie. It's a good time.
One that I haven't seen that I'm kind of ashamed I haven't seen is Jersey Shore Shark Attack, because
with Joey Fatone.
I really really need to see that one just because I freaking live here.
Here's the thing. I actually have heard of Snow Shark. I think I saw it on the Sci-Fi Channel. Ages ago.
It gets confused with Avalanche Shark and Ice Sharks a lot, which are all 3 are different movies. Avalanche,
I can see how that could happen.
Yes, Avalanche was a sci-fi movie. I think Ice Sharks was too. Snow Sharks was a very farther, like, low budget type film. I don't even remember if there was a shark in it actually, but yeah, that one's down there. But Jersey Shore is definitely a parody of Jersey Shore. The people and everything, and then Joey Fatone gets eaten by a shark in that one, so that's fun.
And Sharkula and Sharkenstein are
those are Polonia Brothers films. Mark Polonia, if you're familiar, if Feeders 2, he's done a few Amityville now, a few Amityville entries, because of course there's
he has
100 of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
at some point any horror director does Amityville. Let's be honest.
You've got it. Yeah, he did.
I have an idea for an Amityville movie. I want him right.
Yes.
So.
Which you can slap Amityville on anything. It's not copyrighted. So. But yeah, those are Mark Polonia. Actually, a friend of mine, Jeff Kirkendall, is in those. A Twitter friend of mine. He's in a lot of Polonia's films. Yeah, definitely. Same with Noah Shark is another one of those, and very low budget fare. But if you're cool with watching, the crazy low budget films, they definitely are fun. They're a good time.
And finally, one of my all-time favorite films, because it's so bad, it's right up there with Troll 2 quality level bad, is Shark Attack 3. That
with
movie,
the jet ski,
yeah.
I had to put the jet. I knew I referenced Shark Attack in the lyrics, but I always knew when I did the video that jet ski was going in the mouth. I had to be there.
That movie, like, when I first saw it, I saw it on the Sci-Fi Channel. And when it came out, and then it was on again, and I kind of dragged Jen into the room, and I'm like, we need to sit and watch this. I'm like, because I saw it, and I'm like, I can't believe how bad this movie is. And it takes place in Mexico, and nobody speaks Spanish.
Right.
Like, and it's a lot of little things too. Like, somebody's trying to get the attention of this boat that's out in the water, and the guys on the boat wave back, and one guy's waving this way and the other guy's waving this way. And it's just a lot of little things like that. And the main character in Shark Attack 3 is played by an actress who played a different character in Shark Attack 1 who died.
Right.
So no explanation, just here she is again.
Just a recasting. Yeah. You get a lot of that kind of things in these long shark franchises and everything. But yeah, it's fun. Like I love watching like the low budget kind of films as is, and I'm definitely obsessed. I'm addicted with the shark films.
Yeah.
Because you can have a good time, whether they're being intentionally bad, or meta, like movies like the 5-headed Shark Attack films, which you just know they know what they're doing, or like the Sharknado films. Yeah. I will watch all 6 Sharknado films, marathon them every couple months, because they're just a good time, because they know exactly what they're doing and what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Carla Ulbrich is in the second one.
She is.
Oh, is she? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's an extra.
She's an extra in the second one.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's cool.
And I still haven't forgiven her for not telling me that they were filming in New Jersey when that happened. Because I would have gone. I would have shown up for that. Yes. Yeah, shark movies are a good time. Yeah, you mentioned Deep Blue Sea is a good one. And the Meg 2 is coming out. Yeah, I really liked the Meg.
I liked the Meg a lot too. I wish it wasn't rated PG-13, but I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are always laughing at the Meg and the fact that it has a sequel, and not realizing that it's a book series. That
it is a book series with like 7 books. Yeah.
books.
Yeah. Oh, is it that many? Yeah.
I don't actually know how many it is. It's probably like 8. But
I've read like 4 of them, I think. But I know he's continued them. But yeah, it's a whole series.
Yeah. So, people not realizing the Meg is actually based on a pre-existing series and has been going on for a while.
Right. Yeah. And The Trench is the second one, which is what the Meg 2 is called. Yeah.
That probably explains why the movie was good, because it was based on good source material.
Yeah.
And it from the trailers for the Meg 2, it really looks like they remembered to have fun with this one. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a blast. I already told my daughter. I told my daughter, we're not going to see it opening week because she's not here that weekend, but the week after we're going and we're going to see it in the theater.
Speaking of seeing things in the theater, did you catch The Blackening?
I have not yet, but I want to. Oh, it's like $20 on Vudu still. Okay. Yeah, I really want to see it. It looks so good.
It was on my list, and I missed it because I was so busy, and it just was in and out of theaters in like a day and a half or something.
It was like a week.
Yeah, I really wanted to see it in theaters because that's kind of the experience for that movie, it seems.
Yeah. When I saw the tagline, "We can't all die first," I just said that is the most brilliant tagline ever. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have it on my Plex server. I haven't watched it yet.
I keep debating pulling the trigger. I mean, it's still 20 on Vudu. I love Vudu. I love going there and watch. Like, I click horror and I click new releases because you see a lot of stuff there that never gets talked about. And I saw it was still 20, and I'm like, do I want to pull the trigger on 20 or just wait a little longer?
Yeah.
It made me think a lot of another movie that came out that nobody heard about this year, which was Summoning Sylvia, which I talk about a lot, which is on my 10 best horror movies of the year. And it's still a Vudu rental. It never gets talked about. I'm like, they got to get this on streaming because it is so good.
Yeah, I know I haven't seen it. I can't remember if that was something that was on my radar or not. The title's familiar.
Yeah, so it's about 5 gay men go to a supposedly haunted house to hold a seance as part of the one's bachelor party.
Okay.
And so they're going to hold a seance, and then he forgets that he had told his fiance that he was going to hang out with the fiance's very straight, rigid military brother that day. So he invites him over. So he comes to the house with these 5 very flamboyant gay guys, and they're doing this seance. And just, I don't. It's the most fun I've had watching a film all year. I just laughed. I keep rewinding because I was laughing so hard. It's so good, such a good movie, and it tackles a lot of really cool issues as well.
And there's a new movie coming out that's been getting a lot of buzz, and I'm blanking on the name. Is it something about like a hand statue?
Talk to me.
Talk to me. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Blumhouse film. Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting a lot of buzz too.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks very good.
The trailer for Dear David just came out yesterday.
I did not see the trailer for it yet.
which is based on the Adam Ellis BuzzFeed comic,
Right.
the viral thing that he did. The opening of the trailer is very. This is the approach they took. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with this.
Adam Ellis does these cartoons for BuzzFeed, and then randomly did a horror story.
I heard the name, but I haven't seen the trailer yet. I spend a lot of time. There's a site called upcominghorrormovies.com, and they're really good about keeping it updated. And upcominghorrormovies.com.
Why was I not familiar with this?
Yeah, they keep a constantly updated. People always go, where do you find all these movies that you watch? And I'm like, I follow, and Bloody Disgusting is the other one. They are always updating. They just announced the new Pet Cemetery on Paramount in October with David Duchovny. So that one I'm excited for.
Wow, look at all these movies I'm going to need to watch.
Yeah, and if you go to available now, it'll keep the running list of what's already come out, and then it's a very good list. It'll let you know what's coming out in Vudu, Screenbox, Shudder, where it's going to be.
Oh my god, this is awesome!
It's such a great list.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because people will say all the time, "Where do you find these things?" And I'm like, I track, because there's so many good movies that come out that never go to the theater, and I'm always like championing. I just watched a few the last week where the directors and the actors DM me to say, "Hey, thanks for talking about our movie," and I'm like, absolutely, because there's so much good stuff that comes out that stays off the radar, and I try to be vocal about it.
That's all, and you've got the following for the horror fans, so
yeah, and a lot of people will say they keep they look to see what I recommend, and I know someone did a hashtag.
Oh, he's frozen.
He's frozen. I didn't know if it was on my end or not because my ISP sucks, but.
No, I was watching. You were still moving, and he was not.
Okay.
And he's still.
He's back.
He's back. He's back.
Right.
He's moving. All right.
Yeah.
You froze for a moment there. We got scared.
Yeah. No, it says my internet connection's unstable right now.
Okay.
You said something about a hashtag was the last thing you said.
Oh yeah, a friend of mine did a hashtag. It was Trusted Whitmire because every time I will post a referral or something, he'll be like Trusted Whitmire. I'm gonna go check it out. So I was like, yeah. People will tell me all the time. They're like, I checked this out because you said you liked it, and I'm like, that's cool because there's so many actors and actresses and filmmakers out there that are on the down low, and we don't ever see it, and because they're not in theaters, and there's good stuff out there, and I try and really shout it out.
Yeah,
you definitely have found your niche.
Yes,
I have. I definitely have. Yeah,
you have fallen fully face first.
Yes, I have, and
your niche,
and I love it because I've loved horror all my life, and when I did that first host song, a few years ago, and I love comedy music, and we all know that. I love writing parodies and songs, but it just combined the two things I loved, and I love where it's gone since then, and it's just I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, we just need to get you on the bill with the Merkins or the Slash.
I would love.
Boys.
We actually asked the Merkins. I think Sea Monkey reached out to ask the Merkins to be on Stabby Road for the medley, but I don't think we ever heard back. We tried. I would love to do something with them.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some horror con like Monster Weekend or something like that.
Yeah, I think they announced last year they're not doing parodies anymore though. I think they said something they're not. They're just gonna, if they do anything, they just want to do original music, which I get it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's tons of comedy artists who get to that point in their career where they go, "Nah, parody's not for me." And that's fine. You can do that. Clearly, none of us have reached that point.
No, as long as I keep thinking of ideas, I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it,
All right,
and like I said, I think there's definitely a market for people that want to listen to funny music about horror movies, and if I can, so
I need to stop looking at this website.
Sorry about that.
All right, so do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, I have an album.
No.
Yes, I have. Yes. My YouTube page is Jeff Whitmire. Oh no, it's youtube.com/Jeff Whitmire 47. That's where I post videos and things like that. I have a Bandcamp page, jeffwhitmire.bandcamp.com. And if you go there now, you will see a pre-order for my album Stabby Road, which is my first full-length album of horror movie songs, comedy songs. There's a bunch of parodies on there. There's some originals. There's an original I wrote with Two Sleeps in the audience over there. I think he's still in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few Two Sleep songs on this album, Cenobite, Demogorgon, and Male Girl, and then Austin Ashleman produced the remainder on this one. So it came out really, really cool. A few people have listened to it. I've test screened it, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, if you want to go and pre-order it, it's going to be out on September 1st.
All right. Let's do some feedback.
Making the internet absolutely ridiculous. Dementia Radio.
www.dementiaradio.org. Port 8027.
Please hang up and try again.
This is the part where there's feedback.
Feedback.
Feedback, you know that segment of the show we do about now?
Feedback. Feedback.
Feedback.
And in the Twitch stream, Mike Bali posted a little sticker of a shark jumping out of the water. So, all right.
Lee, let's sing a song about Lee, let's sing a song about Lee, you're testing my ADD.
Eclectic Lee wrote, Baramon, your no feedback bit is great. It was just the repetition of it that was getting to me, but I can do something about that, can't I? Smiley face. By the way, has anyone seen my pet cobweb? I haven't been able to find it since my wife cleaned. If no guest says the title, commenters get a shot, right? Yes, but I can't play the show title alert here, so...
Did you play the cheer when I said the thing?
I did. Did you not hear it?
I couldn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if it's just not going off, but I did play it.
Yay, I got the cheer. Hooray for me.
And we do not have an intro for Danny. Danny D wrote 2 FuMP songs a week apart rhymed farm with harm. See, we planned that. No, we didn't. We totally didn't.
Clearly. I'm sure. It's a good rhyme.
Yeah.
All
right. Hey, Jeff, your camera's out.
It is out. I just noticed that. Sorry.
That's all right. And that's it for feedback we got. So...
Teasing. He's a teasing kind of guy. Now you have a job.
Yeah. Tomorrow's song is by Steve Goode.
Woo!
And Tuesday's song is by Phil Johnson and Roadside Attraction.
Woo!
Woo indeed. All right. Ian, plug yourself one more time.
InsaneIan.bandcamp.com for all the music that you possibly could want. YouTube.com/InsaneIan for the videos for that music and other sorts of things that I do videos for. Patreon.com/InsaneIan to get all that shit early. And of course, InsaneIan.myspreadshop.com for merch.
I thought you were going to say InsaneIan.myspace.com.
Yep. You know what? With everything going on with Twitter, I'm heading back to MySpace.
Yep. I gotta check in on Tom, see how he's doing.
So, Jeff, plug yourself one more time.
JeffWhitmire.bandcamp.com, and you can find me on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/JeffWhitmire47.
All right, and I need a Spotify playlist topic. Any suggestions?
Horror.
Hey, all right.
Do that. Horror.
I am going to be better this time about getting my stuff back on Spotify too. I plan that.
All right.
I kind of slacked off the last few years. So.
You know, like Blood, Guts, and Boobs, or Everything Jeff Has Done.
Yes.
or We're All Gonna Die, since I want a place on this thing too.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. All of those will be on there. All right. Let's get out of here. Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. I'm Devo Spice, and Luke Ski is doing things, and there's other people.
I'm another person.
Hi.
Hello and goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. You can listen live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific at DementiaRadio.org, and join us in the chat. or subscribe to the podcast feed. Look us up on iTunes and be sure to leave us a review. Feedback for the show can be sent to info@thefump.com. The Funny Music Podcast is a production of Fidem Interactive LLC, released under a Creative Commons share-alike license. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, shout it to random people on the street, and be sure to visit thefump.com for the latest funny songs. Tune in next week where you'll hear Luke Ski say,
Baby Shark, dun 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 dun.
Perfect.